Okay, so this is the HTML element reference from w3schools.com, and I'll put a link in the description. So let's just start at the top here. This one defines a comment, so it won't show up when you run the HTML. It just helps you kind of organize your code and write things in there to keep track of whatever you want to. Doc type just defines the document type, so you'll put this at the top of each of your HTML documents. A defines a hyperlink, so A and then href and then whatever the link you want to go to. Okay. Let's see, ABBR defines an abbreviation or an acronym. So when you use the title attribute here, then I can hover over and see the full name. So that's good for acronyms and abbreviations. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. So address. This is for setting aside like contact information, and it'll make it italicized. Area defines an area inside of an image map. So an image map is just an image with clickable areas, and it's always nested within a map tag. So here's the map, and it gives different coordinates and shapes. So you can see the sun and Mercury and Venus, and you can click on each of these because they have a link here. And yeah, it's the area element that allows that. So there's article, which just defines an article. Pretty straightforward. So it should be independent, self-contained content. It should kind of make sense on its own. So let's see, what else? Aside defines content, just aside. So you've got some subject you're talking about, and then you can put some details about it there. So it should be related to the surrounding content. Audio just defines sound content. So you can see here audio controls, and then it has these different files. So you can use MP3, WAV, or OGG for the audio element. B defines bold text. So this part is bold because it's wrapped in the B element. Okay. What else? Base specifies the base URL or target for all links on a page. Okay, so for this example, W3 Schools images is the base and the target is blank. And that'll open everything up in a new page. And there can only be one base element in a document, and it must be within the head element. So just to show you what that looks like. So this one opens the link in a new window because it has the underscore blank. Okay. So what else? BDI, this will isolate the text. So this way, like this username isn't supported because of the font. So now it's just isolated though. It'll only affect this area. And this only works in Firefox and Chrome, so keep that in mind. It stands for bidirectional isolation. So it isolates text that might be formatted in a different direction from the other text outside of it. Okay. BDO, this will override the current text direction. So here we have BDO, DIR, RTL. So this will go from right to left. It just reverses the text. So it's direction right to left. Okay. Block quote defines a section that is quoted from another source. So this one is you have the citation here in the cite element or the cite attribute, and you can see how it kind of indents everything and formats it like that. Okay, we have body just defines the document's body, so that's just the main content of the document. BR defines a single line break, so it's an empty tag, there's no end tag, and it'll just put this text on a separate line. Okay. We have button, which defines a clickable button. As you can see, button, type button, and then if you click it, it'll just give an alert. This is some JavaScript, but you don't have to worry about that right now. Let's see. We have canvas, which is used to like draw graphics. The canvas tag is just a container for graphics, but you need a script to actually draw. Yeah, so this one just makes a red rectangle stored in the canvas. So what else? Caption defines a table caption. You can see here monthly savings at the top, just describing what the table is about. Let's see, cite. So this will just be a citation, and it makes it italic, and that's where you put, like, you know, the title or whatever you want to stick in the cite tag. It defines the title of the work, yeah, but not the name. Okay. Code defines a piece of computer code, and this is useful because it'll be formatted like this, right? You can kind of compare it to the other text formatting types. Call. So this will specify column properties for each column within a call group element. So span is 2, style yellow. Okay, so this element just helps you style the aspects of the column, and it has to be within the call group element, which is within the table element. Okay, so it's useful for applying styles to entire columns instead of repeating styles for each cell, for each row. Okay. Data list. So an input element with predefined values in a data list. So this specifies a list of predefined options for an input element and provides like an autocomplete feature on input elements. So just to show you what that looks like, there's a form with an input here, and there's a drop down where you can choose different things to input. So you have the data list and then options, and then with a value attribute you can customize it here. So that's useful. Let's see how many there are. Take a while. Let's take a break.